Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. Have I ever started a video like that? I don't really know, but I digress. If you saw my last video, you know that I have recently switched over to shooting Fujifilm, specifically the X-T5, for all of my personal photography work. If you want to know more about that and kind of why I've decided to switch my personal work over to Fujifilm, I'll have that video linked up here somewhere at some point in this video. I definitely recommend you go check it out. But today we're going to talk about everything that I bought in order to switch to Fujifilm. So any accessories, lenses, things like that. So let's just get into it. So first things first, I bought a Fujifilm camera body. Of course, this is the X-T5. And when it came to choosing which Fujifilm camera I wanted, I had kind of a few different criteria. First, I wasn't really interested in anything that could shoot video at all. I wanted a photography first camera or photography focused camera. And I also wanted to be able to change lenses. If I was going to use this for my own personal work, I wanted to be able to interchange lenses. So for me personally, there was really only two bodies that I was kind of choosing between. It was the Fujifilm X-T5, which is the one obviously I ended up getting, but also one of the GFX medium format models. And the reason I went with the X-T5 was pretty much I just can't afford a medium format GFX right now. I would love to get one down the line. But also, since I am very new to Fujifilm, I kind of wanted to test the waters a little bit with how I liked the system. So deciding to go with an X-T5, which is much cheaper than a GFX, to kind of start out and test the waters with how I like Fujifilm was just a little bit of an easier sell for me personally than spending multi-thousands of dollars on a system that I have never even tried before. Moving on from the camera body, I picked up a handful of lenses for the X-T5. The first two of which were the 23 and 50mm f2 lenses. These are Fuji's more compact and travel-friendly lenses. But as I used these f2 lenses a little bit more, I quickly realized if I wanted to use the X-T5 for any kind of more professional work or kind of the work that I'm known for on social media, I was going to need some lenses with some higher quality. That's not to say the 23 and the 50 f2 lenses aren't great, but they just kind of lack that clarity that some of the nicer Fuji lenses can offer. I still use these smaller lenses for like travel and everyday photography when I'm just out with friends or family, or just being a little bit more casual when it comes to photography, but I definitely wanted some nicer lenses for more professional like portrait shoots and things like that. So that kind of necessity led me to go pick up three more lenses for the Fuji system, and these three lenses have been my go-tos for shooting photos on the X-T5. They are the 18 and 33mm f1.4s and the 90mm f2. So in full frame equivalents, these are about a 28, a 50, and 135. And I feel like when it comes to the style of photography that I shoot, having these three lenses are all that I need. I'm someone who loves to get a variety of different shots at a shoot, so having like the 18mm to get my wide establishing shots, and then move in to the 33 to get some more traditional medium shots and portraits, and then using the 90 to get those details and compressed shots has been really nice and really creates a nice well-rounded gallery when I'm delivering images. Besides the camera body and these lenses, I did pick up a few additional just kind of accessories for the X-T5, so we'll go over those now as well. Having quite large hands and coming from a larger camera body like the A7R5, the small built-in, essentially non-existent grip that's on the X-T5 was just not doing it for me. It was very uncomfortable to hold the camera, so a grip was a necessity. I picked up this one from Small Rig. It's nothing crazy, but it does make the X-T5 a lot more comfortable to hold. This Small Rig grip also is Arctis compatible, meaning if you use the Arctis system or anything from like Peak Design for like your tripods or mounts, it means you don't need to put an additional tripod plate. You can just have this grip and it'll work with all of your Arctis stuff. That's the kind of plates that I use, so that's pretty nice. I also picked up a spare battery and the battery charger for the X-T5. And originally I went with just the one extra, and I waited a little bit to try and decide if I wanted to pick up a third battery. I'm usually the kind of person who likes to have one in the camera and then like two spares at the ready, but I've taken the X-T5 on a couple trips and I've never found that I've needed to pick up a third battery. I think just having the one spare when I'm out and about has been more than enough. The battery life on the X-T5 is great, at least when you're only shooting photos on it. I took it on a weekend trip to the desert and shot about 2,000 photos over like 3 or 4 days, and I never even touched my second battery. So yeah, if you're deciding how many batteries you need, I think just one extra is fine. Next, I picked up some UV protection filters. On my larger Fuji lenses, I'm using the Breakthrough UV filters. I've been using these on my Sony lenses for years, and I absolutely love them. They don't distort or shift the color on any of my images, and they just kind of work and get out of the way. For my smaller f2 Fuji lenses though, I'm using a couple UV filters from ProMaster, simply because Breakthrough just doesn't make UV filters small enough for these lenses, but luckily ProMaster came in clutch. And to be honest, I actually prefer the look of the ProMaster ones compared to the Breakthrough ones. They just have this kind of nice matte subtle finish that I really like. And lastly, this isn't something I bought per se for the X-T5, I've just kind of had around, but it now kind of lives with my X-T5, and it's this green Peak Design camera strap. Now this is just a simple little camera strap here that works with the Peak Design anchors, which I have on all of my cameras, making it really easy to just kind of take it on and off. The strap is also really easy to adjust and pretty comfortable. So yeah, I had it laying around, so I've just decided it fits really well with the X-T5. But yeah, that'll kind of do it for everything that I've bought when it comes to switching over to Fujifilm. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and leave me your recommendations for any kind of lenses or accessories that you use with your Fuji cameras, because I'm always interested and looking forward to kind of exploring more of this ecosystem and trying out some different cool accessories and lenses and things like that. So yeah, definitely leave me your thoughts down in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.